All right, let's jump right in. Today, we're talking about a kind of artificial intelligence that is literally giving computers eyes. It's not about language or just crunching numbers. This is about teaching a machine to see, to analyze, and to understand our physical world in a way that honestly felt like pure science fiction just a few years ago. Just let that sink in for a second. Imagine an AI spotting a microscopic flaw on a product zipping down an assembly line and doing it faster than a whole team of highly trained experts. And, that's just scratching the surface. This is the same tech that can count every single box in a massive warehouse in minutes, or help a doctor spot a life-threatening problem on a medical scan.
And the crazy part, the accuracy is just off the charts. We're talking about near perfection, a level of consistency that even the best of us humans just can't keep up, hour after hour, day after day. This isn't a small improvement we're seeing. It's a revolutionary leap.
And a leap like that, well, it has a huge impact on the bottom line. In just one real-world case from a factory, that incredible accuracy meant they saved over $2 million a year. Why? Because they weren't shipping out faulty products anymore. This is where AI stops being this abstract idea and starts making a massive, tangible difference.
Okay, so we've seen these mind-blowing results. But what is this stuff, really? What's the technology that's making it all happen? Well, it's called computer vision, and it's basically what's getting machines the power of sight. So what it really boils down to is this. We're teaching computers to interpret the visual world. We feed them images, we feed them video, and the AI models learn to pick out objects, classify them, and then, and this is the key part, take action based on what they see. The goal is to give machines the same abilities as our own eyes, but with the superpowers of incredible speed and zero fatigue. So the big question is, how do you actually do that? How does an AI learn to see? And look, it's not magic, even though it feels like it. It's a really methodical training process. An AI has no idea what a defect on a product is. We have to teach it, pixel by pixel. Let's break down how that works.
And this really lays it out perfectly. First, you have to feed the AI a ton of data. Thousands, even millions of images that people have already labeled. You show it picture after picture of a perfect product, and then you show it every possible kind of flawed one. Then the AI just dives in. It crunches all of that data, finding the tiny patterns and textures that scream good versus bad. And once that training is done, it can look at a brand new image it has never seen before and, in a blink, make the right call.
And this is where you see the crucial difference. Look, a human inspector is fantastic, but at the end of the day, they're human, right? You get tired, your mind wanders, your accuracy might dip after a long shift. An AI vision system, though, it's relentless. It's unblinking. It gives you the same near-perfect performance on its millionth inspection as it did on its first. 24/7.
Okay, so that's the how. But theory's one thing. It's way more powerful to see this in the real world. So let's talk about where this is happening right now and the incredible results people are getting.
First up, manufacturing. And honestly, this is one of the places it hit first and hit hard. Because if you think about a modern production line, things are moving so fast, and trying to make sure every single item is perfect, well, that's a huge challenge.
Now just look at these numbers. This is where it gets really wild. In one case, a company had 4 people trying to spot defects, and they were catching about 82% of them, which is pretty good. But then they brought in AI. A single system now inspects 600 parts every minute and catches over 99% of the flaws. That's not just better, that's a whole new ballgame. All right, let's shift gears to something with even higher stakes. Healthcare. Doctors, radiologists, they are absolute heroes, but they're also buried under a mountain of data, looking at hundreds of complex scans a day. This is where computer vision comes in as a crucial second set of eyes. So, what does this number mean? It means doctors can diagnose conditions from things like CT scans and X-rays up to 40% faster. Now, it's not about replacing the doctor, no way. Think of it as a super-powered assistant that pre-scans images, flags anything that looks suspicious, and lets the doctor focus their incredible expertise where it's needed most. In an ER, that 40% time savings can literally save a life.
Okay, so we've gone from the factory to the hospital. Now let's head to the warehouse. For any big company, just knowing what you have in stock is a massive, constant challenge. The old way? You shut everything down and send people out with clipboards to count everything. It's slow, it's expensive, and it's a huge pain.
And the before and after here is just wow. One company used to shut down their entire operation for a full 8-hour shift to count inventory. Now, they send up a drone with an AI camera. It does the entire job in 20 minutes while the warehouse keeps on running. Oh, and their accuracy went from around 90% to over 99%. It's just unbelievable.
So we've hit manufacturing, healthcare, logistics, and you start to see the pattern, right? This isn't just a niche tool for one industry. We're talking about a fundamental shift in how we use data to understand and manage the physical world around us.
So if we boil this all down, what's really driving this revolution? Well, first, it's about taking over tedious manual work, which saves a ton of money. Then, its superhuman eye for detail just slashes costly errors. And when you combine that, you get a system that works at a speed and scale that was just impossible before, unlocking brand new ways of doing business everywhere.
And that really brings us to the big final question, doesn't it? We're building these incredible systems that can see our world with abilities far beyond our own. Right now, we're asking them to find defects in products, spot diseases, count boxes. But what's next? What happens when we point this vision at the stars to find new planets, or at our oceans to track pollution in real time? As this power grows, the real challenge for us is deciding what should we ask it to look for next. The potential is just limitless.